Imagine finding out 3 of your 4 children aren't yours. This is my reality. Hi, I recently uncovered a shocking truth that has turned my world upside down. For the past 14 years, my wife has been deceiving me, and 3 out of our 4 children are not biologically mine. Let me give you some context. I married my high school sweetheart after discovering she was pregnant with our first child. At the time, we had been dating for 2 years. She was a year ahead of me in school, and after she graduated, she went off to college. During her freshman year, when she came home for Christmas break, she revealed that she was expecting. We were young, scared, and unprepared, and both of our families were initially unsupportive of the situation. Determined to do the right thing, I dropped out of high school and I earned my GED and enlisted in the military so that I could provide for our growing family while she continued with her education. We had a modest wedding, and with the assistance of her older stepbrother, her family eventually came around and accepted our decision to keep the baby. They even helped with childcare when I was just starting my military career, which allowed my wife to return to college. 4 years later, she graduated with her degree. From the moment my son was born, being a dad felt like my true purpose. I fell in love with fatherhood, and any concerns I had in the past seemed insignificant compared to the happiness my wife and my kids brought into my life. 13 years later, we were a family of 6, 3 sons and a beautiful daughter. My wife had built a successful career working remotely as a department head, and I had left the military finding a job in a similar field at the same company. We were a team, both in life and in love, traveling together as a couple and as a family. Our marriage, also, I believed, was solid. But everything changed recently. My oldest son, inspired by a school project about genetics and family heritage, he became curious about our ancestry. For his birthday, I decided to get him a DNA test from MyHeritage. And since there was a promotion for 2 kids, I took one alongside him. A week ago, our results came back and they revealed the unimaginable. My son is not my biological child. To make matters worse, the DNA results indicates a potential match, and I immediately recognized the person. It was my wife's stepbrother, the same man who had once rallied her family to support us. I was crushed. I couldn't believe it, but I had to know the full extent, so I decided to test my other children as well. Devastatingly, I found out that only my youngest, my 4-year-old daughter, is biologically mine. The rest, 2 sons and another daughter, are not. I'm struggling to cope with this overwhelming sense of betrayal. My heart aches, but I've been trying to keep my emotions hidden for the sake of my kids. The only person who knows the truth is my oldest son, as he was with me when we opened the DNA results. He's been withdrawn ever since, and it pains me to see him like this. I don't want him to blame himself or think that I'm angry with him. None of this is his fault. As for my wife, I haven't confronted her yet. She's currently away on a business trip and she's planning to spend a couple of weeks with her family afterwards. I'm at a loss, unsure of how to even begin to address this. My world has just shattered and I have no idea how to pick up the pieces.